On mute. My nose is awfully runny.
Sweet, that was live. That's awesome.
What'd you say, lady?
I said I'm gonna be muting a lot. My nose is awfully runny.
Ah. Oh.
God.
All right.
Anyway,
Where are we at?
hello. Welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, presented by Primary Arms. And Jim's trying to show off. Jim, why do you always show off the stickers and not the patches? The patches are so much nicer looking.
You dumbass, this is the patch.
Didn't look like it. Oh, you got too much light then because it's washing it out. Here, hold on. Let me impersonate Jim for a second. Okay. Haha, Chris. Ta-da! See, now it's got color to it.
So does this one.
So is this. Thanks.
Moon's out, goons out.
So,
Oh, that's cute.
yep. So we've got two patches of the month this month from Patriot Patch Company. We've got the Tiki. We've got Tiki Surfers. First one's rocking a scar. Yeah, it's a scar.
Yep.
With the NVGs flipped up. And then at night, it looks like that's what is it? A folding stock Uzi with a front grip, with a foregrip and a can. I can't tell.
That's a Mac 10.
Okay, like I said, I can't tell, but that's what it looks like in the plastic. Anyway, so yeah, that was the patch of the month. Chris, no, as long as you don't crash. So anyway, tonight I'm trying something new that somebody recommended: Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. So we'll see how it is.
Yo.
Not bad.
You're
So
drinking a what?
Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda. This one's classic cola.
I think I'm gonna mute because I'm being honest.
So anyway, somebody's got some background TV going on around.
I think it was Jim.
There we go. Anyway, so I want to show you what happens when you're dumb when you're shooting. So everybody can kind of take a look there, and you can kind of see the bulge. If I flip it upside down, it shows up a little better. So the camera will quit focusing on my hand.
You can
Sorry.
clearly see the bulge on the top of the barrel.
There we
now,
go.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you that's what happens when you take a slug and shoot it through a turkey choke. Don't do this at home, kids. So here's the choke, and as I spin it, you can see that there's a chunk missing. So when I look down the bore, it pretty much looks like the slug shoved the choke forward and ripped out a bunch of the threads. So yeah, the things you see. And it's basically a glorified White Claw Sharp. So yeah, whatever. It's just flavored different.
I just
So
need you to hold your pinky up while you drink it.
there we go. I'm gonna get white girl wasted. Yeah. White girl wasted. Yeah. And everybody's
Don't ever
wondering what
do that
the
again.
hell is happening. So yeah.
Pretty
So
bad when Mike gets drunk already on 2 sips.
yeah. So the good news is the rest of the gun is fine. So that's a Winchester SXP that will be getting a 24-inch barrel, and then will be my new turkey gun. So So that was a pretty good deal for $40.
Not bad.
So
Someone takes a $350, $400 gun and with one shot makes it a $50 gun.
Worst part is I was sitting there. One of the other guys was buying his other guns, and then I noticed that as I was looking at him, like, we can't buy that. And he then noticed it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we can't buy that." So we told the guy, and the guy's like, "I'm like, I looked up barrels quick for it because I knew they were available, but I didn't know how available, and they're pretty available right now. But anywhere from 140 to 180, depending on where you find it and what barrel." So I was telling the guy, I'm like, you could just get a new barrel, and then if you wanted to turn around and sell it, then make some money off of it. And he's like, "Well, I don't know." So I walked out, helped a couple other customers come back, and I guess he decided that he wanted to just be done with it. So one of the guys gave him $20 for it. The store gave him $20 for it, sold it to me for $40, and made 50% profit. So there we go. And now I'm using it for demonstrations. So
He sold it for $20.
yep.
Something tells me he got hurt when he shot it.
He didn't look like it.
I meant the recoil.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because he probably was using 3-inch slugs.
Talk about gun shy.
Oops.
There's a flinch that's going to stick around.
You
Pretty much.
bet.
So,
Sounds like that's why he was selling all of his guns off.
yeah, could be. I think he said he was moving to Florida. He didn't want to take them all with, so
What?
I don't know. Don't make any sense to me. I mean, it's not like you're moving to California.
Right.
So, Cell piped in on Facebook and says, "When I shoot a slug through the choke tube, I remove the choke and see how tight the slug is going through it. It should push through with moderate pressure, not hammered through. Keeps the barrel from bulging or blowing out the tube." Now that is wise. It's also wise not to try and shoot it through a turkey choke. So,
yeah.
That was kind of the big thing. Don't shoot them through turkey chokes or full chokes.
And I'll bet if he would have shot a lead slug through it, it might not have been as bad. But I'll bet you he used a...
probably a sabot.
Yeah.
So that would be my guess. It's probably a sabot. But yeah, that's good advice from Sal. Basically, just stick to improved cylinder when you're shooting slugs. So, or specifically, if you've got a smooth bore, specifically get the rifled choke, because that way it's made for shooting chokes. So, or shooting slugs, shooting chokes. Yay! Sorry, it's been a long week already, and it's only Tuesday. I needed to go through and send out hiring paperwork to about 25 subs today, and the software program that we use was down all day.
Oh.
Thankfully, I have way too much other work to do, so it wasn't really a problem, but it was. So, but anyway, that pretty much wraps up me. Oh, Sharp was able to get 400 edited, and so I posted 400 last night. I'm working on 401 right now. So, Sharenda, what you been up to?
Bunch of stuff. I'm traveling, working remote. I'm actually in Arizona and just got back from California. Still doing my scope research. I was telling the guys earlier that I've been calling different companies and interviewing them, basically, talking with them like, sell me your scope so they can give me some information about their product. And it's been going really well. I got a lot more. I feel like I'm learning a little bit more with each company that I speak with, but most recently, Actually, it just dawned on me. Primary Arms was one of the companies that I spoke with, and they sent me their newly released. Is this going to show up? They have a new released scope for their hunting series called the SLX. So this one's
Your
for.
background's blurry. Your Shrender is blurry.
I can't
Bring it
get
a
this
little
to
closer to
zoom
the camera,
in.
dear.
No.
No.
Well, oh wait, hold on. Anyway, I'll pull up the link later. It's 4x12 and it's a 50 objective lens, and I'm actually it's super light. Like it caught me off guard at first. I thought the box may have been empty, but it's extremely light, and I'm gonna use this to go whitetail hunting this season. So I'm gonna also put it on that precision rifle I have just to look through it. This is also second focal plane. I'm so excited that I now know the difference between the two because I've been shooting second focal plane all my shooting life, which has only been technically what 5 years. And they sent me a little package that has. I'm gonna have an obsession with Stanley. Anyway, this is a Stanley flask, so I'm super excited about this, and I got shot glasses to match it too. So I got a backpack, a cookbook,
Wait,
and
hold
some
on.
jerky.
Hold on. The point of the flask is you don't need the shot glasses.
But if
What the
you're
heck?
out, but if
No,
you're
no, no,
out with
no, no, no.
friends,
The point of the flask is you don't need the shot glasses.
but if
Even
you're
If
if you're
you
out
drinking
with
can't,
among friends.
friends,
if you cannot pass that flask around to your friends, they're not your friends.
let me tell you something. I know my friends, and I am not passing my flask
Then
around.
they're not your friends.
Yeah, no, there will be no exchanging of bodily fluids. So I think I was probably more stoked about the flask than not true. But I'm
Right.
I'm excited about this. I think I'll probably do a review on it later, but already out the box, this is way better than the scope that came on my 243 Savage Axis bolt action rifle that I've been white tail hunting with. So I'm gonna see further and I'm gonna see clearer because this is definitely better than the Weaver that came stocked on mine.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad with Savage for that because I don't know who owns the Weaver name now, but it's not Weaver. It's worse than NC Star.
Well, now I
Really,
think they're shipping out with Vortex. I've seen Vortex scopes
not
on,
the Axis twos. The Axis
not
twos
the
are still
Axis.
shipping with Weavers. So,
Wow. Oh, and these.
oh, you got Binox
I finally got my range and binos from Bushnell. The
range
ones
and
I did are
binos.
yes, these range up out to a mile and they're optifade. So they'll fade from black to red and adjust with what the horizon and background looks like. And it'll distinguish between trees, whitetail, dark back. I'm in love with these things.
Nice.
How much are they, Shrenda? That's the question.
These
Yeah.
retail for $7.99, which is cheaper than some of the other major brands. But I've been looking at retail chains. Sometimes you can catch them for about $600 on sale. So I've been
Nice.
I think the
very
Furies are like 1,400 from Vortex.
yes, they are. Yes,
Have you
they are. And these
tried?
are 10 by 42.
Have you tried ranging anything that's low contrast? You
Yes, I
know.
have.
Okay.
Yep, it's even ranged on water for me. Like I've goofed around to look at the ducks to see how far they are out on the water. It's even ranged them on that, and it does really good on brown.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Now I need to get a bino harness because the one I have is utter trash and it's too small for these two. I hate my bino
Mm,
harness.
mm-mm. No
Mike's
vinyl
ignoring me.
harness.
What do you have now?
Oh, the Cabela one.
Oh yeah.
Do not like it.
No vinyl harness.
I got to.
Carry it underneath your shoulder like a shoulder holster.
Can't do it.
Can't?
I got boobs and side boobs. They don't just go out the front.
You can still do it. Come on.
No, I can't.
I'm not exactly thin here, lady. Okay.
Oh no, it can't. Yeah, no,
You know,
Paul.
I
Trust
you
me.
know,
Yeah, so I think
Oh, you two are like old
what?
people.
we
It's
are.
for
Yeah.
real.
I'm on your
No.
side, Sharonda, but it's like this is fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Oh God.
I don't think I want to put some Bushnell binos in a vortex. But there are two vet-owned American-made companies that I'm looking into buying the harness from. I just got to think about it. I've narrowed it down to two. So, oh, and I have not broken the precision rifle yet. That will happen this week. So I got a lot of stuff coming up this week because I had to travel to California last week and just got back to Arizona late last night. So I'm jet lagged too.
Yeah, it's better than driving.
You'll get that.
Yeah, I don't know. Driving may have been a little bit interesting.
Well, you're in Arizona now, so you can go out and find some prairie dogs and use your binos to try to get a range on them.
Don't think I haven't inquired. Where can I go? I'm waiting to get feedback
Okay.
because I really want to lay in the desert and shoot some things.
And shoot something live. I understand.
Yep, like it could be stationary, just as long as it's
Oh, they
outside.
usually are for a few minutes. They stand up real nice. Picket pin.
Do you need a hunting license to shoot P dogs?
Arizona, I think you
I don't
do,
know.
but it's not expensive. I think they're 30
Right.
to
Like a 3-day
$35.
license or something like that, Sharonda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'll just go if something comes up. I'll just log on to their website and get something right quick.
But you also got jackrabbits out there and all that other kind of stuff out in the desert. There's always something to shoot.
Yep. It's just not upland season yet.
Coming soon.
Not what?
It's not upland season yet.
No, just most of the things you'll see are roadrunners. You can't shoot them; they're protected. State bird.
Jackrabbits.
Jackrabbits. Yep.
Shockingly, there's quite a few dove out here. That's still kind of mind blowing for me.
There's always dove there, and it's getting to be close to season too.
It just, I don't know. I guess I think anything that flies is like a predator or
fair
something.
Game. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fair game. I understand. If it's got wings and feathers, it's fair game.
I just wasn't expecting to see dove out here.
They got lots of dove out there.
And they're rude and loud.
Like you?
Dang.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm cute too. Those are cute.
See there?
That's right.
So the primary arm is a nice lightweight second focal plane scope, 4-12,
Yep.
with a 1-inch tube and a 50 millimeter objective.
Actually, let me double check the tube. I think the tube is actually 33. I had it a second ago. Huh. It's not on the sheet. I think I got to look at the manual. But I think the tube is only 33 on it.
30? It's be 30 or 34?
I mean, sorry, 30.
Could be 30, 34, okay. Or 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not on the sheet I have. Well, I guess I'll just have to download the manual and look. They sent me
it's on the box.
Not gonna show up. The box is not within my reach now.
Okay.
At least I don't think. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I can't reach it.
Where'd you throw it?
I kicked it across the room on accident. No, it does not have the size of the tube on here. Which is
Well, when
weird.
you get home, throw your calipers on and mark the barrel or mark the tube diameter.
You realize I ain't gonna be home till September, right?
Okay.
But we'll
There
get a
for a
good
while.
report on it though, because she'll be able to find out as soon as she tries to use the 1-inch
Rings.
rings on the
Ah,
30
it is an
millimeter tube.
inch. How do I know that? Because they sent me the rings too.
Ah, there we go.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's a good way to cheat. Yeah, I got the rings.
So yeah, because you got 30 mil. If it was a 30 millimeter tube scope and you got 1-inch rings, which come out to about 25 millimeters or so, there's this little bit of crush that comes down with it, So
Okay. Yep, these are 1-inchers.
okay,
Actually, the
so
rings weigh more than the scope.
steel rings.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So Nick and Ray, what's going on?
We actually got quite a bit this week. So my black powder measure that I won at the auction last week came in. We ordered. See if anybody can figure out what this is. I go dropping it.
Paperweight.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's put you up on the screen so everybody can actually see.
Looks almost like a powder baffle.
It is not. So it's actually a copper plastic pipe, more of a deburring tool. So
why did we get it?
So the reason why we got it is when we're doing like our Snyder or our Martini Henry, the 50 caliber deburring tool doesn't get in the outside very well. So it'll work pretty well. This will work well in doing that.
Plus the outside.
Plus the outside, yep, inside, outside, all that.
So in other words, you're buying plumbing tools in order to
pretty much.
I
Is
figured
that hard to
deburring
come by?
What was this?
$10.
$10 on Amazon.
Oh,
So I can send you the link, Trent, if you want it. And nice thing, if that's all you can get, here's even all the way down.
It will work on the small
It'll
ones.
work on the small cases. That's an 8 millimeter. Here's 308. It'll work all the way on those sizes too. So
I don't know if I
Standard.
need it, but at that price, I want it.
it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's perfect size to sit on the bench. My Frankfurt Arsenal Connect bolt puller came in this week.
It's installed.
It's installed on the wall. Done a couple cases, and then I think the really good deal was at the gun club meeting over the weekend, and a gentleman brought some powder from a friend of his that was selling and moving. So I picked up 4 sealed containers of IMR 3031, about a half opened one, and about a half a pound of old Hercules Bullseye for $50.
Nice.
So
Really,
I got a really good deal on that. And of course, worked at the gun store all week.
Yep.
Anything else for you?
I've been traveling the country. Found primers between here and Pennsylvania. So that's really all I've been looking for.
Yeah.
Other than ordered a scope mount for my German G43. Got the scope in.
Might take a little bit because it's coming from actually
Yeah,
Czech
well, it's
Republic.
coming from Czechoslovakia. The scope mount is, so it'll be coming. Other than that,
That's about it.
What's your rough ETA on receiving it?
I think it says like middle September. Is
it shipping or is it being special made?
No, it's being shipped. Yep, it's.
Oh wait, it is August, middle of August. That's not that long.
Yeah. That's their estimated. It could be here before then. Who knows? It just depends how long it sits in customs. So other than that,
that's about it.
Yeah. We got one video we're planning on probably finishing here within the next week.
Mm-hmm.
That was long overdue. Then that's why we got this. We're planning our next one. We're going to do what? Snyder next,
Martini are the next couple videos. So
Guy by the name of Jeff Jones put a good comment up. He said it looks like a reamer. It is a reamer. It's a
Yeah.
plumbing reamer.
Yeah, just a plumbing reamer. So, yeah, it's gonna it works perfect for the large cases, bigger than 50 cal.
Yeah, when
Now,
I
wait a
built
minute. You
my,
can use that on 25 millimeter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 20,
Yeah.
25.
I think it goes up to 1.5 inches.
Yeah. Well,
So 35 millimeter. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $10, you couldn't beat it. And I think
40 millimeter.
Well, but that you're not going to get 100% of that.
No, the inside dimension's 40 millimeter, so you can at least get 35.
Yeah.
Or you could deburr the fired cases from your A10.
There we go.
Yeah. Or like if you reload brass 12-gauge shot shells or any of those brass shot holes, you could deburr them with that,
Yeah.
and it's just perfect.
Or a Bofors, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, both for you.
There we go.
Paul, you got anything?
Nah, just me. I'm just kind of quiet here. Doing my stuff. So.
Well, I picked up some components.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Got
Shot shell
lucky.
components. I
You
actually
got
don't know what all I have. I saw something I've never seen before. 410 shot shell cups.
Okay.
I mean, these things look like a 357. They're that dinky.
Jim, we need to
And-
talk.
They're
What's that,
41.
Mike?
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah,
Mike is looking for that stuff.
Yeah, we need to talk.
I can hear the excitement in his voice.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, well, so it goes.
Yeah.
There's at least a couple hundred of them, Mike.
And Nick, we need to get together.
Yeah. What are you doing end of September?
I don't know yet.
The last weekend of September. We're going to be in Rockford. Or I
Okay.
will be in Rockford. So,
Well, I'd like to get together before then.
yeah, we can work out a time or something.
We'll figure out something.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the components
You
I
got
picked
stuff
up-
to his, and he's got stuff for you. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And so you got shot shell cups. You got what else, Jim?
I got a mech press.
Uh-oh.
I think I actually have two mech presses. I think I remember I'm a shot shell reloader.
Okay.
I actually don't know what all I got. I know I got at least 20 gallons of shot shell hulls.
Oh wow.
I did say 20 gallons, 5-gallon bags full of it.
Yep.
Was this an auction you won?
No, this was a gift.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably something you just gave it to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you still need powder, primers, and pellets. Yeah.
I've been seeing 209 primers about everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not at
209
Cabela's.
primers.
I think we have them at local here for 65,000, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's not bad at all, actually.
Yeah, we have small rifle on the shelf here for, what was that, been almost 2 weeks now? For 70?
Okay.
Chris Sharp.
Mm.
So
How about you,
You-
Paul?
not much. Nothing here. I mean, we're just visiting people at Poke and Prod. So
The government?
well, I'm waiting for that. They just hired 87,000 new FBI agents, IRS agents, and
Yeah.
they're going to arm them. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
An IRS agent armed? Oh my
They armed
God.
the what is it? What group oversees farming crap? FDA?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. FDA under Obama was buying thousands of rounds of ammunition. So explain that one. We got cows that got out. Let's go get them.
They weaponized the FBI is what they did.
So
Well, the FBI was good at being weaponized way back when.
Thanks, J.
Yeah,
Edgar.
under Hoover.
Yep. So, but and then the Justice Department is good. But now when you get the tax people involved, whose motto is "You're guilty until you prove yourself innocent."
Yep.
Now, you understand there's only 40,000 IRS agents right now. Okay. So you're going to take and triple the number of IRS agents. What are they going to do?
Audit. About all they could do. I mean, that's just
Oh, they
audit.
power for arrest. Search warrants, everything else. They're open for.
Government agencies have a tendency to self-procreate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't Senate was the one that passed the bill that gave them 80 billion. That's 8 with a B, 80 with a B dollars. Okay, out of
That
Mhm.
money's got to come from somebody's tax pocket.
yeah, you got it. You got it. So, anyhow, we're for Reloading podcast, not listen to me spout about the government declaring us a people of interest. So, today we are going to talk about reloading the 350 Legend. Oh. What do you think about that, Jim?
I think it's a 357 Max on hot ass steroids, is what I think it is.
Okay. Ray?
Don't know much about it really. I've seen them in the stores. Haven't shot one. Haven't played with one. So look interesting. I know a lot of people in Illinois can hunt deer with it now.
That's
so.
gonna be the one of the new cartridges that's gonna take off, especially here in Illinois for the new rifle season.
Well, did anybody hear that it's supposed to come out in an X frame?
Have not heard that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smith & Wesson announced today that they will be releasing an X-frame in 350 Legend.
So you're gonna go run around Illinois with a 7-pound pistol. Not sure, but you got any information on there, Ray?
Far as what?
Velocities and stuff?
Looks like depending, I'm going by the Hornady, what edition? 11th edition here. They range anywhere from 2,000 up to about a max of 2,300 feet per second.
Okay.
Your powders look like they have wide range of powders, anywhere from Accurate number 9 to Power Pro. Grains range anywhere from about a starting of 20 all the way up to about a
28.
just shy of
Shy of 28.
about 28 grains. So
Okay. While you got the book there, now one of the cartridges that you can get is the 357 Harriet. Okay, so I'm thinking it's comparable, in being the pistol range.
okay, pistol. And this. Go ahead, Nick. You know this book better than I do.
Let's see.
While they're doing that, I'm going to grab my Lyman.
Okay. Yes, Chris, it'll be a very low recoil 7-pound pistol. Yes. 357 Harriet will be a little bit heavier in that. But I'm thinking you're pretty close to the same velocities.
Yeah, that Harriet's not in this book.
Not in that book?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Unless we're overlooking it.
All right. Let me see what I got. If I got anything in mind.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry for all the dead air.
That's okay. I'm looking in my one of my online books for 357 Harriet. See
Yeah.
if I got. Nope, I do not see 357 Harriet in my my online book here. But I am thinking you're going to be very close to the same velocity with a 357 Harriet as a 350 Legend. Differences in brass is going to be one uses 30-30, the other one uses basically a 223 basic case. So, and you can put it in a semi-automatic rifle. And
what did you say about basic case? Which one were you talking about?
In 350 Legend would be a 223 basic case.
Yeah.
So.
But it's not quite.
Okay.
The bases are different between a 223 and the 350 Legend. My understanding is you can use it, but it's not supposed to be. And that's Winchester purposely designed it so you couldn't. And that was from talking to them at SHOT Show. It is not the same. Wait a minute, here it's a pistol round. Here I'm on this. I don't see 357 Harriet. What the hell? That's probably a legacy round. I'm looking on my. Nope, it's not there either. Anyway, weird.
Because I know you can get 357 Harriet like from Buffalo Bore, and
Yeah,
you know, so there are factory loads for it, but you know, a 180 grain bullet, you know, is about 2,300 feet per second out of a 14-inch barrel. 10-inch will bring it down to about 2,000 feet per second. So, but it's not doesn't go into a 223 basic case. Why is it then the same bolt face and everything else? I wonder why.
my understanding it is not.
Okay.
Yeah, according to Hornady, the rim dimensions are all the same, but the actual outside diameter of the body of itself between the 350 and the 223 is different. The body, or the sidewall of the case is 376 on a 223 and 390 on the 350 Legend. But all the rim dimensions are the same.
Okay, so the case head and everything else
is wider on the 350s.
Yeah, the case head is wider, but the rim dimensions are the same.
The same, correct.
Rebated. Sergeant Dan says it's a rebated rim.
Yeah.
Okay, we've all dealt with one of those before, haven't we? The 284s and stuff like that.
Yeah. So CMMG says it features a 378 bolt face, so it can use the standard 223-556 bolt. So it can use, but I don't know if it automatically does everywhere or not. But I know that was one of the big things that Winchester was pushing with this is excuse me, is that the cartridge was not a 223. So I know that was one of the things they were pushing with it.
Just uses a 223 bolt face. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Same bolt
So,
face.
Same bolt face. All right. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, 284 Winchester, uses a rebated rim and uses a standard bolt face, but
yep,
you get away with, a lot wider body.
Yeah.
And Paul Loud is saying
I was going to get to that because I've got all that data up. So
okay.
You can
go ahead.
So Loud's talking about Hodgson's sight shows 170 grain Harrods over 1900 feet per second with a compressed charge. That looks like it's about out of a 14-inch barrel. For the 350 Legend, all of this is a 16-inch barrel with a 1 in 16 twist. And the fastest speed that I saw was 28 with 115 grain. I don't know what the hell that bullet is. It says LGH FTM EXP, so I'll have to look up what bullet that is. I'm not even sure. Probably Lehigh, maybe.
What bullet is that, Mike?
Oh, yes, I do know. Those are Lehigh defense bullets. Because they're using a 115 grain 9mm bullet. Because the 350 Legend uses a 355 diameter bullet. So anything that's a 358 bullet, you can't use in the Legend because it won't chamber. I've seen on a couple postings. I don't know. I've never tried it. I imagine you could probably swage them down. But so all of the bullets, all of the diameters are 355. So, but yeah, they've got a Lehigh Defense moving at 115 grain Lehigh Defense, moving at 28.
That's
only
smoking.
Yeah, that's only 52,100 psi.
But it's only 115 grain bullet,
right?
So, versus
home defense, baby.
Yeah, I can see you loading one of them up.
It's using Ramshot Enforcer. They use tight group. Let's see when we get into the actual. So 125 grain Barnes TAC XP. Your powder selection goes out a little bit more. They've got 110 Lil Gun, IMR 4227, Winchester 296. So mostly we're still pistol powders. But they're moving that 125 grain with Lil Gun at 2,600 feet per second. And then their typical hunting rounds are 147 grain, 165, 170. That's what they're putting out for typical hunting rounds, especially for whitetail. I should say the 165 grain and 170. The 147 is your standard 9mm 147 grain XTP from Hornaday. So, but they're moving that still at 2,500, 2,495 with 110 again. So your 165 grain FTX, their top is 2298, and that's 28.6 grains of little gun. So if you got little gun, hey, there you go. But yeah, and then the 170 grain is a Hornady soft point. I've seen that a lot for the whitetail. That was the first real whitetail one they came out with. But you're talking, the powders they're suggesting are accurate 4100, 5744, and 11FS. Hodgdon CFE Black, 110 little gun, IMR 4227 again, Ram Shot Enforcer, and good old Win 296, which, it makes sense. If they've got Hodgdon H110, you should have Win 296 because they're the same dang powder. Anyway, so, but they're moving that 170 grain at 2,300 feet per second with accurate 11S or number 11FS. Let's see here. Low gun, they're moving at 2,307. So if anybody remembers how do you calculate bullet energy, I know it's velocity times something or other, but anyway, and then they've got 180 grain Winchester, whatever the hell it is, PP. Well, let's see here. What is the Winchester PP? Anyway, they've also got 180, like I said, 180 grain. And they're moving that. And it looks like little gun again, 2213. So they call it a PowerPoint. So those are available at Midway. Lots of different bullets out there. 145 grain FMJs. That'd be fun. Starline makes some 350 Legend brass, of course. So, looking to see, since I'm on Midway, if they have other options for bullets. So, nope. But so Vanessa, muzzle energy equals bullet mass times bullet velocity. What? I have no idea. Yeah, I realize the resident math teacher probably knew, but I don't know what the hell that means. I get the muzzle energy equals bullet mass times bullet velocity, but then the 2 divided by 2 times dimensional constant times 7,000. So yeah, what, I don't know.
It will hurt if it hits you.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
So yeah, the problem is Vanessa is way smarter than I could ever dream of being. So anyway. And sorry, I had to clear my throat. Now she went algebra on me. God, I hate algebra. I had to use geometry earlier, so I don't know. Oh, thankfully somebody made it. Somebody made a thing here, so I found a fancy calculator, courtesy of Alice Jones Webb Ammunition to Go. So now I don't have to think. So that 170 grain bullet moving at 2,307 feet per second has 2,009 foot-pounds of energy. Holy crap! And Chris,
Yeah.
you're damn right. Now piss off. Anyway, so yeah, that's some energy. Now I see why people do want to use it. That's kind of like I don't know. That's a lot of energy for straight wall. So Vanessa, you can explain it 500 different ways. It's still not going to make sense to me. I'm just not that smart. Sorry. Oh, I appreciate the effort, and I love the fact that you're trying to teach me. But yeah, I'm not that smart. Heck, I can't even figure out how to use quick loads. Oh, Paul out. He says just use a 9mm and blow the lungs out. I posted that Winchester blow the lungs out meme on Facebook, and now I can't post the podcast on the Facebook live streaming because of that.
Oh.
So once again, Facebook sucks.
Mike gets dumb, about 25 dumb shits for that too.
Yes, I do. I'm a RE appraiser. Math isn't an exact science. Oh God, Vanessa, that's good. She goes, if I got on that chalk and a blackboard, you will recall. No, I'm just gonna know what came next, which was going outside and pounding the erasers because I was the naughty kid. Yeah. Yes, Chris. In this case, I am the reason why we can't have nice things. But I just went and posted the link in the groups that I normally would have just live streamed to, so it still worked out. Sal still made it here. Oh my God. I don't know if Jim has an Epicus anymore. I think it rotted. It's so old.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate the backup. And I'm not talking to you, Mr. Nelson.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I pulled it up on quick loads, but I've got to fix some stuff here. So quick loads lists a lot more bullet options. A lot of different everywhere from a 90 grain Hornady all the way up to 180 grain Hornady, XXTs, 250 grain Hornadys, a 300 grain Hornady. Oh, that's too fat. Never mind. That's 366. Never mind. So, yeah, that's the only problem with quick loads is if you don't know what you're doing, it gives you too many options when you pull it down the drop-down menu. So, but like, so they list a bunch of 124 grains as well in the 355 bullet. They go to 356, 357 diameter, but we found that those don't seem to work very well. So the problem is Hornady doesn't list or Quick Loads doesn't list 355 grain or 355 .355 inch rifle bullets. They're only listing the handgun bullets. So that's a problem. So maybe I need to update that. Anyway, nice thing about Quick Loads is that it allows you to try non-traditional powders that aren't normally listed and give you information. So that's kind of the nice thing about Quick Loads. When I get more time, I'm going to spend some more time playing Quick Loads. So, but where is the problem? The problem that I found with Quick Loads, and maybe somebody can explain this to me. Is if it automatically will change your charge weights if you change your powder, or do you have to manually change that? So that's the one thing I don't know. Anyway, because it seems like every time I change it, it's saying that it's exceeding case capacity and all sorts of fun stuff. No matter what, it doesn't change it. So anyway,
Just doing a quick look out there, it looks like there's, if you like to cast your own bullets, there's several loads out there if you cast your own bullets. So for the 350 Legend.
yeah.
Looks like Seiko's got a mold, NOE's got a mold. So there's plenty out there to play with.
So, yeah. I mean, they're definitely getting more every day. So definitely adding more. That's 350 Legend came out at a good time, unlike 6.8. So Charlie, I don't know if he did or not. I'll have to find out. So, but
Hornady does state if you want maximum performance out of it, stay 250 yards or less.
yeah.
So it's definitely not going to replace your long range hunting rounds. But for like in Illinois though, to replace a deer slug, that's wonderful.
Yeah, no kidding. So it appears that Paul and Jim have switched positions this evening. Usually it's Jim that we were watching doze off, and now it's Paul. Paul, you okay? I muted you. You okay, Paul? All right.
His drink's taking hold.
Yeah, I have a little bit here, and I got a light that's right in my eyes here to try to make things. So go ahead.
All right, we just want to make sure you're okay. Napping's fine, So it's like hunting. I mean, part of the reason you go hunting is to take a nap. So nobody's gonna bother you. You get back in your blind, you get in your chair, and you just go like this, and next thing you know, you're out.
Yeah, get my book. Don't forget my book.
I've had my best naps in a blind.
I agree 100%. You hear wildlife will put you to sleep quicker than anything.
Oh, it is so nice. And there's nobody yelling at me.
Oh, yeah. Especially when the sun's coming up, you get to hear nature wake up, and that's the best time.
Right? You get out there in the stand at dark 30, and you get set up and everything, and then you just got nothing to do. So it's like nap time.
Yep.
And that's why they invented the harness, too.
Yes. Yes, if you're in a tree. See, that's why I'm smart. I hunt on the ground. The farthest I got to go is about 2 feet. So I don't like tree stands.
My
My
harvest
last
is
one
on order.
was a condo, so I didn't worry about it.
Well, yeah, if I ever get land, that's what I'm going to have.
Yeah.
A nice deer hunting condo. So until the neighbor shoots. That's your alarm clock.
Yeah.
So Gabriel said, why not 450 Bush, 458 SOCOM? Just picked 350 because it's a straight wall to talk about tonight. And because a couple people had asked about using it for hunting, because now, especially with Illinois having a new straight wall season. So,
And it's coming out in an X-frame.
and that honestly was the biggest reason we talked about it, because it's coming out in X-frame, so it's a handgun round now, so it's fun.
Yeah.
Gabriel said all the deer walk by while you were asleep. Well, that's why you sleep before the sun's up, because you can't legally shoot them anyway. So,
Being that that's a straight wall case, that's going to headspace off the case mouth. That'll get you pretty good brass life, I would think.
yeah,
I
would definitely think so. Now, I did see something. Where was it? Oh, I was reading on my phone. Sharp sent me something. And there was an article. The guy's talking about loading for 350. Where'd it go? There we go. It was on Shooting Times. And he's talking about that unlike your standard handgun, they do tend to stretch a bit, so you do wind up trimming it more than a handgun round. So, but
who knows? I mean,
so
it isn't a big deal to trim. To trim it as far as a handgun case.
Yeah, no.
It's not like you're, putting 9mm or 45 ACPs in to trim them up.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier. So, especially on a regular fancy trimmer.
Yeah.
And if you're using one like this or like this, it's definitely gonna be easier to trim them puppies.
Mm-hmm.
So, and no, I don't always keep trimmers handy, but
D-Dub D37. Anyone figure out what the best rifle to use in Illinois for deer is? 350 Legend? What barrel length? And does it have to be a single shot?
So I found out some information on that over the weekend.
Okay.
So it does not have to be a single shot. It has to be a straight wall cartridge though. But you can use, like I say, you have a 350 Legend Savage Access that the magazine comes out. You have to have the magazine out and not on your persons, and you can only have a round in the chamber.
Single shot only.
Single shot only. So it doesn't have to be a single shot rifle, but you can still use your bolt action, all that, which I have things to say about that, but
so you can use the AR, just one in the chamber.
No.
Cannot use an AR.
No, as far as I know, no.
Wow.
Well,
but I got some things to say comparing a 350 Legend to a 3.5-inch slug. What's the difference? And I can use 3 slugs and only one.
Other than your range.
Okay, when was that last year? I took 200 yards almost.
No, there's luck involved too.
If you're shooting sabots, you can shoot 200 yards all day long on a 12
easily,
gauge.
And that's
You can.
I don't see the use of it.
If you practice, there's no reason you can't shoot 250, 300 yards with sabots out of a fully rifled 12 gauge. Hell, my dad can shoot 200 yards with a frickin' Foster slug. So, and hit every single shot on a pie plate.
Yeah, it's my last deer I took was I think 175 yards uphill. And it
In
was
the
a perfect
wind with
shot.
snow.
No, it was standard conditions.
Well, you
But that
started to
was
go uphill, and so
well, no,
we had to go there.
it was up on a ridge, so it was an uphill shot, but it was
Yeah,
a perfect heart shot.
nice.
So I got some conflicting things on it, but that's just I don't
Well,
see it.
See,
you
but
know,
you understand ballistics and understand the whole logic thing. So,
Yeah.
well, the really thing is the logic is they're sitting here telling you treat it like a muzzle loader, okay, as far as one shot, and but then again, the guys are going out there with their 357s and their 44 Magnums and with a handgun and having 6 shots.
Exactly.
can you
You
use a
know,
lever gun with
Nope.
357 or 44?
no, uh-uh.
Interesting.
They've screwed it up. That's what they've done, kind of.
Well, it is Illinois, kids, and
Well,
you three should know better because you two
Yeah.
still live there, and he lived there forever. So,
Yeah.
you should know what a giant cluster it is.
Candy's holding Nick hostage.
No,
So,
Not at
if you are looking for a bolt action rifle in the 350 Legend, Ruger American Rifle, the Ranch version is actually a pretty decent deal. It's the only drawback. It's a 16-inch barrel, 16.13 or something like that. So it's a shorter barrel, but it uses detached AR style detachable mags, which means you can then use AR mags in it and put more rounds in it if you really want to. So if you're looking to use it for like hog hunting, it also has a threaded barrel and comes with a built-in pick rail. So, and it has the Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger. Now the drawback, it is Ruger, and they recently put their head in their ass, but
Just so you know, I mean, in Illinois, there's no such thing as a suppressor. Okay, they do not
Correct.
exist. You got to take the mag out because they're only letting you use one bullet, and you can't have a mag in the gun.
So it's the Barney Fife rule.
Right.
Okay.
One bullet in your pocket. Take it out. You see the deer. Put it in your gun. Close the bolt. And then go ahead.
That wasn't a joke.
No, it's
No.
not a joke.
We give you one bullet. Here you go.
yeah, you can have one round in your gun.
Yeah.
It.
Y- y'all serious?
I'm serious. So at our Shields, our big box store here, Shrenda, how they have our guns displayed for the new rifle hunting guns is they have all like the Savage, the Rugers, the guns out there without the magazines to show you this is what it's going to look like when you hunt.
Yep.
I'm shocked they don't make you put a mag block in too.
Yeah, wouldn't shock me.
You
They'd make you do
just
something.
gave them an ideal, Ray.
No, I guarantee they've already thought of it.
I want royalties on that at least.
It's
Yeah. But this conversation just kind of goes to prove that all lots of states have little intricate, goofy, stupid ass rules, not just Illinois.
it's a Midwestern thing I've noticed. A lot of
It's more
Midwest
Illinois
states.
than anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Missouri.
Well, yeah,
don't
we
do
have a lot
that.
of weird stuff, but Iowa you can't. And
Indiana is weird. Okay, I mean, I can use anything bigger than 6mm on private land. All right, but I go to public land, and then I got to use a cartridge that's only an inch and a half long. Can't be any shorter than that inch and a half, and it's got to be over 50. The 350 Legend works in it. Okay, in Indiana and public land as a bolt action with allowing you to shoot with the magazine in it. So it works in Indiana.
I would like to take this time to thank all of the kind and smart people in Wisconsin for not making up stupid ass frickin' hunting rules. I can go hunting with my AR in 223.
They had a thing though where you were before, where it was slugs only.
Yeah, we got rid of that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying they got, it took them a while to get hit over the head with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, they ruled that, and then somebody actually took out and showed a couple of them, and well, see what it was is it took a while to get those people with that nasty little letter
Yeah, I
that
know where
happened
you're
to
from. Yeah.
usually be anti-gun
Uh-huh.
out of the legislature. So,
Out of running the DNR.
oh
The
no, they're
DNR.
still running.
Yeah.
No, they're still running the DNR.
Oh, okay.
The DNR in the state is screwed up. So, um,
'Cause
yeah, no,
I
the DNR in the state is screwed up.
I
It,
used to hunt up in northern Wisconsin, and I had you know uh, the friend that had property there, and I would apply for a doe tag every year and get turned down. Just
oh
because,
yeah,
but there were does all over the place. There weren't any bucks.
yeah, but see, above Highway 10 is a whole
Yeah.
different set of rules.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem and they still do it this way, even though they still have the idea that above Highway 10 somehow magically there's no does, it's all bucks.
Right.
And they still treat it that way, even though it's probably on private land. And that's the other problem is they do most of their surveys on public land, not on private land, and so then that's what they do.
He had 80 acres backed up to the Nicolay National Forest, and we would put in every year about 10 acres of clover.
Yep.
And we would see 60 to 80 does out there and no bucks.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah. Well, that's because the locals had the bucks tied up to the trees.
yeah. Yeah.
It's not a joke, kids. There's a lot of rumors of a lot of stuff going, especially up in the Nicolay.
Yeah.
About locals having their prize bucks waiting for them for season. So,
and a curry comb.
Uh-huh. So anyway, that's enough of that crap. So yeah, I mean, 350 Legend, the main reason it came out with was exactly what we're talking about, is using it on whitetail. They've added now they've added a defender line. So there's 160 grain bonded protected hollow point that they suggest for using for self-protection, like AR style. They've got a suppressor round too now. But I mean, the biggest thing for the 350 is deer. That's why it was created as whitetail round. So,
yeah.
Holy crap. Maine's caliber requirement is 22 Winchester Magnum rimfire. Wow. I mean, there's a lot of deer shot in Wisconsin with 22 long rifle, but then again, that goes back to that previous conversation about the deer tied to the trees. But 22 WMR, I could see it. I wouldn't do it, but I could see it. Anyway, I think I'd use 17 before I'd use 17 HMR over 22 WMR. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, the reason for 350 Legend being created was whitetail, straight wall whitetail, because up until a couple of years ago, Pennsylvania had some goofy hunting rules. Ohio still got goofy hunting rules. You've talked about Indiana, Illinois, Iowa's still, I think, all shotgun. So yeah, it's like a band of moronic states there that don't really have a clue.
Pennsylvania had what they call blue laws. You couldn't hunt on Sunday.
Yeah. You can drink, but you can't hunt. All right. What the hell?
Right.
Cheers.
Exactly.
Anyway, But yeah, if you go through, ooh, Sharp said the MSRP on that new Smith and Wesson is $15.99. So probably retailing about $13.99, 1400, 1450. That's not bad for an X frame anyway. But I don't know. We've got a Blackhawk right now in 30 carbine. If somebody wants to send me $800 to buy it, that'd be fun.
Pain in the ass.
I know, but it's cool. But see, then I'd have to buy an M1 to go with it. And I'd have to find one that I can afford. And yeah, I'm not selling kidneys.
Yeah, it only weighs 4.5 pounds, Chris, without any bullets in it. You load it up with the, what is it, 5 or 6 rounds?
Probably 5.
Yeah.
And then it weighs like 30 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. And then you put
Chunk.
a scope on it so you can shoot it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, excuse me, let me get the wheels out.
Right? So Staff Sergeant Dan said that we can now hunt on Sundays, and there's still counties that are slug gun only. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's the more they learn. Some of them adjust and adapt, like Wisconsin has. That this is a stupid rule and it doesn't make a damn bit of difference because what people fail to realize is there's this thing called gravity and it affects everything equally. So if I take a 30-06 and I take a 12 gauge slug and I put them at the same level and I pull the trigger, they're both going to go the same distance.
No, the slug will go less, but they will hit the ground at the same time.
Gotcha, Mike.
Okay, but what I've seen is reasonably close in distance. So, from my, I don't know, I saw it on YouTube a few years back when they were arguing this in the first place. After they changed it, but I don't know.
They what they've started out with and explained to me as you put a barrel of a gun perfectly level and you drop a ball at the same time and they will both hit the ground at the same time because gravity affects the bullets the same way. So you do the same thing as firing two different guns at the same time.
Yeah,
12 gauge will not go as far.
30-06 traveling as fast.
Right, but gravity affects it all the same.
Well, theoretically, if they were traveling the same speed,
gravity is still affecting it the same.
Well, no, but I'm saying as far as distance. I mean, if they're traveling the same speed, theoretically they go the same distance.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe that's what they were doing is they were firing a slug at the same speed as the 30-06. Could be.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. That was 15, 20 years ago, whatever. Anyway. But yeah. So it's not like rifle bullets stay in the air longer magically than time-wise. So, but like Running with Scissors said, we're spoiled down south. Any center fire or shotgun. Although I do believe there are limitations on 22 cal. Yeah, I mean a lot of states. There are quite a few states actually that still have a no hunting with 22 center fire, and definitely no hunting with 22 rimfire.
And there's a lot of states down south that say that you can hunt with double odd buck, for deer.
Yeah, Wisconsin you can't. I think it's been. I don't know. I think that's been more than 20 years now.
Yeah.
So. Oh well, I guess we're not buying the new X frame. Forget it.
Yeah.
Sharp says right now they don't have an optics ready version. Well, what's the point?
Oh.
Yeah.
7-round capacity. Overall length 13.5 inches. So what? 8-inch barrel? 6-inch barrel?
6-inch barrel probably. You figure you got what a 2.6 inch cartridge
Yep.
in the cylinder, so your cylinder is close to 2.5 inches, and grip and everything else. Yeah, you're only going to get a 6 to 8 inch barrel maybe in there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. For the 500, they make a 14-inch barrel that comes with a bipod. So I don't know why they couldn't do it with 350. Anyway,
And a muzzle brake too.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of need that on the 500. So anyway, enough jibber jabber and bull crapping. So, so let's see here. If come on, computer. So I'm popping over to Primary Arms. Once again, if you buy a Primary Arms optic, use coupon code FRN, you get a free cleaning kit. They've got a deal always where if you sign up, you can get money off, or percent off if you sign up for their mailing list type thing. And my computer doesn't want to play nice. So. But they've got quite a few different rifles in stock. Ooh. Savage Axis. Oh, that one's out of stock. Let's see here. Winchester's now got a semi-auto version. Oh, no. Yeah, an XPR. Ruger's got a couple of Ranch. The Savage Axis, which is a pretty good deal. Ooh, they've actually got a left hand. So 18, 20, 22, 24-inch barrels. Nope, 22 is the longest. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of different firearms out there. A lot of different magazine options. Faxon's got a 350 Legend barrel.
Yeah, there's lots of options to the gun.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought there was a lever gun, but it was 30-30. Oop, hang on. I'll be right back. You guys chat amongst yourselves.
Okay. He's not reading the comments, Paul Loud. Yeah, you're still here. We understand.
I can fix that, Paul, if you want.
No last call tonight, Chris. 7.5-inch barrel length on that X frame. So you only need 2 wheels on it, not 3.
Yeah, that's a lot of gun.
Yeah. So. No, comic books are more to the style here. Funny papers. So. He back.
Yep. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
We got some rough customers out there.
I'm looking
Horrible.
I'm looking at those two going back and forth. Sharp and loud. That's hilarious. It's like Bugs and Daffy almost.
It really is.
It really is. You need to read those comments, kids. Hour 24 in on the YouTube video. So. So DW D37 wants to know 350 Legend, what distance, 200 yards and in. My understanding, for the most part, probably. But looking at ballistics here quick.
Yeah, Horty says that about 200 yards, performance is about 1,000 foot-pounds of energy.
which
That's why they.
is great. Which is deer,
Yeah.
the deer load. You know,
Mm-hmm.
200 yards is a long way, guys,
It is.
for a 35 caliber bullet. At
Mm-hmm.
Basically 20. Let's call it 2,200 feet per second.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're shooting longer than 200 yards, you shouldn't be in a 35 cal. You should be something. You want something a lot flatter shooting. You're probably looking, well, like 25 odd 6, 270, 6.5.
30-06.
I'd be questioning a 6mm over 200 yards. Okay.
Okay.
Just
I don't know what the ballistics are on a 6 Creed. Well, no,
Yeah.
I can tell you I can tell you for a fact that 243 Winchester,
Yeah,
is a 400 yard.
okay. But I'm just saying on big deer and
No, yeah, even
and
no
that,
on energy and everything.
yeah.
So
I'm just saying
right,
200 plus on a 6mm on a big deer, questionable. For me, I'm just gonna
right,
sit there and say, you know, but give me a 270, 25 odd 6. Yeah, not a problem. But think of it this way: a 375 H&H with a 275 grain bullet is rated at 2,500 feet per second. Okay, 2,580, 2,550, something in that area. All right, factory loads. So
mm-hmm.
You're pushing a bigger bullet, but you got a lot of drop in there and everything else, guys, with the 2,200 feet per second. So how would a 350 fare against a bear close up? Well, I don't know.
I don't want to find out.
Well, it depends. I mean, is it a black bear or is it a grizz? If it's a grizz, well, you're gonna get your rounds off, but you're gonna kind of be an ink spot after that.
Definitely wouldn't want that single shot facing a bear.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at ballistics on the 350 Legend 150 grain Extreme Point, which is one of their brand new rounds for this season. At the muzzle, 2260, FPS 1701 foot-pounds. At 100, it's 1909 and 1213. At 200, it's 1595 and 848. Obviously, it's a 150 grain bullet, so there's that handicap. At 300 yards, it's, dare I say, 30 odd 6 and 308 dropping esque with a drop of 30 inches. At 400 yards, it's a 71 inch drop, and at 500 yards, it's a 140 inch drop.
Gotta have a lot of crank on your turrets.
Oh my. No, that's just straight Kentucky windage and Kentucky elevation. We're lobbing them in there, kids.
Aim right at the top of the deer's back is 500 yards.
So what?
Aim just over the deer's back at 500 yards.
That's right.
That's what they call a mortar, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't have time for spotter rounds.
That's right. So the 180 grain, they stopped the ballistics chart at 300 yards. They don't go any farther than 300 yards on the ballistics chart with 180 grain. So
There's a reason for that.
yeah, at 300 yards, it's moving at 1230 feet per second, 604 foot-pounds of energy, and a 36-inch drop. So it starts out at 21 and 1762. So at 200 yards, it's lost over half its energy, or about half its energy. It's 1466 and 859 at 200 yards.
So it's under 1,000 foot-pounds at 200 yards.
Mm-hmm. Most of them are.
Yeah.
So ballistically, it's only a 9.8-inch drop. So
right.
Ballistically, it's fine. Energy-wise, it's iffy at best.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But then again, we got Nick over there shooting deer at 200 yards, so with a 12 gauge. So, okay.
I would think that a 12 gauge slug would have more energy than that at 200 yards.
Are you saying you shot that one at 200 yards?
Easily. I walked it off. I walked it
You're
off.
dreaming, dude.
I walked it off.
Yeah, and this is 6 inches too.
That's what she said.
There's another bird.
Oh my God.
I'll give him 80 to 100, but it wasn't 200 yards.
I know exactly where my stand was at. We're going to measure on Google
Oh,
Maps.
here we go.
Oh my God. Here we go, kids. I'm looking to see if they have on the Winchester site if they have ballistics on the slugs. So just for kicks. But so Sharp said on a black bear probably, but it's in an AR, so 10 shots isn't a problem. Grizzly, no, not a chance. All right, so let's see here. Ooh, wow, that's only a 2 3/4 inch. Wow, that's fun. Okay, so let's be fair and give it a decent challenge here. We're gonna go with the good old fashioned. Well, that's buckshot. I don't want that. Well, they only have one. Well, they don't make a 3-inch sabot. Interesting. So this is a 2 3/4 inch sabot. It's got a muzzle velocity of 1,600 feet per second. Energy of 2489. It's a 1 ounce slug, 2 3/4 inch shell, moving it, yeah. At 100 yards, it's moving at 1296 with 2010. And then they stop ballistically at 125 yards. So 125 yards, they say it's moving at 1234 and 1480. Now at 175 yards, it's only got a 19-inch drop. So anyway, that's enough of that. But I suspect the Foster slugs would probably be a lot less effective. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
anyway, plus, 3-inch would probably be a little better. So
Chris, you know Nick all too well. That's all he's doing. He's got the map out and he's plotting it. I'm proving him wrong.
Sharp said, I think Nick has the map and protractor out figuring out the straight line distance to prove Ray wrong on the deer.
Exactly. First thing he did.
Google Maps sucks. You really can't measure very well. I need Onyx. But my membership's not up right now because it's not hunting season yet. So,
Well, let me know how that works out for you.
It was about 200 yards, bud.
it was close to that.
Now it's close to that.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna whatever. Oh, good grief. Anyway, anybody got any shout outs?
Nope.
I'll
Guys,
give shout
last
outs.
week.
I'll give shout outs for Sharenda to the various companies that she talked about at the beginning. So she's got some good stuff going on there. So Ray and Nick, you guys haven't really said anything about your channel lately.
I've been on the road so much lately, we just haven't had time to.
Yeah, tell people about it anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, we have a channel, as it's kind of in our name there. It's Milsurp Duo on YouTube. So we shoot a lot of old military surplus firearms, rifles, pistols, potentially some build videos, some projects coming out soon. Videos coming on those. Reloading a lot of the old stuff. Currently just finished up about a month and a half ago. I've been busy. But we did a video on 38 Smith & Wesson or 3200 for the Webley. Gonna have a follow-up video, hopefully being released the next week and a half.
Yeah, the reason we're late getting that second video out, we ordered some.
They were 200 grain, 38-200 bullets from a company.
Yeah.
Haven't ever heard anything from the company.
Yeah,
no shipping information. They charged my card, but
put a stop payment on.
I put it. Hopefully, I have to go back to the bank. I'll probably run there tomorrow, but who knows what's going on? And I'm fighting that issues, and so I haven't had a chance to get those in to do testing on those.
Yeah,
That sucks.
We've been running some issues with standard 38 special bullets, but we're trying to resolve those. But
we'll cover that in the fall.
Yeah, that'll be all in the video. Of course, Snyder's coming soon. Martini Henry's coming soon. A lot of like case conversion stuff like that. So
awesome. Very cool indeed.
You got to do a couple of shorts at the reenactment coming up.
I might, especially that one because it's the largest in the country. So,
there you go. That'd be fun.
And it's only I think an hour from you, Mike, Rockford.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I'm busy or not, if I can come down.
Yeah.
So.
Ain't too many places you can go see German tanks, American tanks,
Russian tanks, half tracks.
That's freaking awesome.
British, French, everything's covered there. Polish.
French?
Yeah.
Oh, so they run around and scream and say, I surrender and run away?
Oh, yeah.
They all line up and drop their weapons all at once.
It's at the facility this is at is incredible. It's I can't tell you how many acres, at least 100 plus.
Yeah, it's nice.
And they have a whole block of occupied French village from World War II.
Oh, that's cool.
They have scenes that you fight on the city block. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
The vendors,
yeah. It's incredible.
That's dangerous.
Oh, it gets very dangerous.
I'll leave the wallet at home except for my driver's license. Uninstall PayPal and Venmo. Damn it. All right. So once again, just want to shout out to Primary Arms and Patriot Patch Company. Make sure you swing by, check them out. PatriotPatch.co, PrimaryArms.com. Primary Arms, buy an optic, coupon code FRN, you get a free cleaning kit. So thanks to everybody that makes this show possible. Thanks to Chris Sharp for editing, and he finally got a chance to get 400 finished up last night. I'm in the middle of 401. I think 401 and 402 are the last ones that we had the really bad background noises with, so we'll get through those and then get through some more editing. I'm also going to train my wife how to edit if I get time, and she has time. Lately, it's been I've had time and she hasn't, or she has and I haven't. So, um, but Ollie, the show lab, is telling me it's time to wrap up. So, see, he says, "Hey, Dad, it's time to be done, Dad. Come on,
Yeah.
time to be done before Jim falls asleep." Because Paul
Yeah.
already did.
Yeah. Ken Brown, I think you're talking about the 8.6 blackout, not the 6.8.
Yeah, the Faxon one. I don't have any money to play with that. I've got enough stuff I got to play with as it is. I probably have like 3 years of content of stuff that I need to make videos for, and I don't have any time. So I wish I had time, but I don't. Working on it. So the house hunt continues. Still no luck, but talked to our realtor, and sounds like September there's going to be a bunch of stuff hitting the market. So might find something then. There is an accepted offer for our landlord for this place, so we'll see what happens there. Right now, we're on a month-to-month starting September 1st, so we at least have a place through September 30th. So,
Well,
knock on wood, and God's in charge. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, all right, gang. On that note, keep your brass shiny.
Jump on the mole short bus.
Teach them to shoot and reload while they're young.
Grandpa told me, don't listen to your mother. Violence does solve problems.
Support the Second Amendment, guys. 2A all the way.
Yep. And there's lots of ways you can do it. Lots of ways you can get involved. If you have questions, reach out to us and we'll help you. Biggest thing, pay attention to what the politicians actually vote for. Voting record's huge, not what's coming out of their pie holes. So, if you are struggling, call 988 or 1-800-255. Crap. Just 988. It's much simpler. That's why they came out with it. If you need help, they got trained help. So, reach out. We need you here. Thanks, everyone, and good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.